Hi. Vanity of vanities, says the teacher. All is vanity. What do people gain from all the toil at which they toil under the sun? A generation goes and a generation comes, but the earth remains forever. What has been is what will be, and what has been done is what will be done. There is nothing new under the sun. Well, I'm here to tell you that some things are new. Well, to a bare little brain like me at least. Take snails. In my book, snails live on the ground or very near it, eating the things we'd rather they didn't. They do not live in places like this. Right here on my window attached bird feeder. Or here, suspended from a fat ball. How on earth did they get there? I have no idea. Are they using ropes and grappling irons or helicopters these days? I've looked, there are no slime trails on the glass. Now there's an old joke about post turtles. Look it up if you have an idle moment. But it's about how things got to be where we didn't expect them to be. I don't know how these snails got here. And I don't know where they're heading next. Well, I do. They're heading over my fence and into the railway cutting. That's where they're heading. The Bible is full of stories of people finding themselves in unexpected situations. And yes, I think it's fair to say that some of the time, some of the people were slime balls. David in his jealous phases, Joseph's brothers in their jealous phase, and the serpent in the Garden of Eden in his jealous phase. There's a pattern developing here. But the Bible is also full of people calling on, or indeed falling on, God to aid them in adapting to their new situation, when they find themselves in places they didn't expect to be. David went on to lead God's people, and to write umpteen songs reflecting on God's presence in his life. Joseph rose within Pharaoh's court to a position of great trust and responsibility that allowed him to steer Egypt to avoid the ravages of a 7-year famine. And you are God's gospel too. Your life has the imprint of God upon it, the thread of God's presence with you. Sometimes you have to search for it, sometimes it is as clear as day. Sometimes in the expected and day-to-day, but also in the unexpected, the surprises, the crises and the profound moments. So here's the thing. Over the month and a bit that we have been in lockdown, many of you have sent letters or cards to me, or sent emails or made phone calls, and you've told me about the difference having God in your life makes. How important faith is to you. While we are on lockdown, are you, could you, would you tell others too about this difference? Send a card, a letter, an email. I'm going to end with some words that are ascribed to David from Psalm 139. Where can I go from your spirit? Or where can I flee from your presence? If I ascend to heaven, you are there. If I make my bed in Sheol, you are there. If I take the wings of the morning and settle at the farthest limits of the sea, even there your hand shall lead me, and your right hand shall hold me fast. Let each of us speak of God's goodness to us. Stay safe, live love. Now, come here, you snails.